If you are wanting a better chance at getting your product review placed on a carousel and you want that review to convert to sales, then there is one key thing that you need to ensure you're doing in your reviews. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into what that is. How's it going, you guys? My name's Jeremy, and this is the Reviewer Entrepreneur. Today, we are diving into the topic of what to do to make sure you have the best chance of getting your review put up on the carousel and then having it be effective once it's there. What am I talking about? So, a lot of people will create their reviews and just talk about the product. They will hold it there and they will say, here's my fly fishing reel. It's green. It's black. I really like it. You can tighten it here. It fits on the pole, and I would highly recommend, right? And you give the features. Oh, it's die cast. It's aluminum. It doesn't have loud clicks when you reel it. You can say all of that. And that is not necessarily, one, going to be placed on a carousel is a good review, and two, probably not going to convert. But why? What a lot of Amazon influencers are missing is they're not answering the questions that the potential buyers have about that product. If you don't answer their questions, they're going to move on to the next review, my review, and they're going to get their questions answered and then go, okay, that answered my question. Now I'm ready to buy. So if you are not answering questions that people have about the product, you are going to struggle as an Amazon influencer. This may be the single most important video that I make about the Amazon influencer program. But it used to be really easy because, we can all look at it. So let's do this. Let's jump over to this particular product here. This is the Gamocha 100-pack coffee capsule for the Nespresso. So me and my wife have an older Nespresso machine, and we usually buy our Peet's coffee capsules from Costco when they go on sale. And it's usually like $40 for like 80 capsules. Well, here my wife found these, and it was for the variety pack $22.09 for 100. So absolutely amazing value, right? And so we can look at a product like this, and hopefully your brain immediately goes to, okay, what are people going to want to know? Is it good coffee? They're not going to buy it if they think it's garbage coffee. You never know. Gamocha, you never heard of it. It's not a Peet's. It's not a Starbucks. It's not a Dunkin' Donuts. And so they're going to want to know, is it quality? Does it taste good? The second thing they're going to want to know is it truly compatible with the machine? And then after that, they're just going to probably want to know some general thoughts. So I look at it and I go, those are the main things that I assume the potential buyer wants to know about this coffee. Now, if we scroll down, it goes over all the information. Guys, I'm telling you this right now. The people don't need to know really much any of this because they can read it for themselves. Now, if there is a point that you think needs to be made, like I do like this 100% roasted and packaged in Italy, that's a selling point. I didn't even put that in my review, and now I'm like, crap. Why didn't I talk about that? Because I read it, but at the end of the day, I was like, it's there. They can read it. And so I try to put my information into it, not the seller's information, right? So if we keep scrolling down here, if you remember back in the day, you used to come down here and there would be questions that people would ask right down in this area above the customer reviews. If you don't know, this customers say, this is like an AI generated prompt that kind of aggregates all of the reviews, all the written reviews, and gives like an AI generated, here's what customers think. And so this is a good place to start, but the biggest issue is, where did all of the questions and answers go where it had like 5 questions that, like the 5 top questions that people were asking on the little question section. And I'm going to teach you how to access that, because after you read this, customers like the texture and taste of the coffee. They mention it's very creamy and dense. Customers are also satisfied with the value and the packaging. However, some customers have reported issues with flow and fit. They say the pods are not compatible with their Nespresso machine and that the length of the capsule is too short. Customers also disagree on performance and quality. So you can kind of get an idea of the information that you need to cover, because if we scroll down, great coffee, great value. Value for your purchase. Good for the price. Very good value. And then, don't sacrifice your machine for horribly manufactured Capaulis. Don't sacrifice for Capaulis. They're horribly manufactured Capaulis. They did the variety pack. It is a verified purchase. I use Nespresso brand, Peet's, Starbucks, but also the inexpensive brands such as Real Coffee and Lauza. But these pods are the worst I've ever tried and completely messed up my Nespresso machine. If you buy an assortment package, try opening every box and compare yourself. 2 boxes were covered in coffee grounds all over the inside and sealed. I don't know why I'm so animated in reading this. I always read what I feel like they're saying. Anyhow, the pods appeared sealed, were not airtight, ruining the coffee flavor as it cannot preserve flavor without being absolutely airtight. Try applying very light pressure to the foil and watch it collapse if it isn't already. I wouldn't even rate manufacturing nor taste as the pods are even mediocre. So, obviously, as soon as your potential customer goes scrolling down here, if they make it this far down the page, such a good value. I mean, you just hit buy, who cares? But you scroll down here and you're like, oh, okay, I'm feeling good. And then they hit that and now they have questions. But what questions specifically do they want to ask? Well, there's a couple ways we can go about this. Now, I'll teach you both. The long way is to search in reviews and Q&A. And you could say something like, I don't know, stuck. Sometimes when I use non-espresso pods in my machine, has anyone had issues with these? I have bought and none of capsules doesn't work, as all stuck in machine. Like, you just can't trust anyone answering these questions to actually make any sense. Don't buy, not compatible with Nespresso. So people are now all of a sudden are like, I don't know if I want to try this. Like, it's cheap. The bad reviews, usually good reviews. If you just see a bunch of good reviews, it could all be paid for reviews, or, you know, maybe Gamoka gave free coffee for people to go give a good review, right? And so you really do, and I think buyers have become more aware of this. If you see negative reviews, there's probably a lot more credibility towards the negative. And so I already have a pretty dang good idea of what I want to talk about in my review. But so you could literally go through here and it said something about flow. Let's look up flow. I'm using the new Pixie, but inconsistent results. Water trickles through or not at all. Is there a way to make these work? Sometimes when I use the machine, the brewing process falters. Has anyone had issues with these? So they're really, I feel like these answers are coming from the manufacturer or the seller. So you want to take all of this into consideration. Now, once you've hit, you've typed in here and you search something, you can go to customer Q&As. And it just really just goes back. Are these compatible with Mueller Nespresso? Are these capsules with BPA-free plastic? So it does give you some customers also asked. How much caffeine is in each capsule? Do these work with the Instant Pot Keurig? So here's a few questions, but check this out. And I'm going to have a link in the description of this video that will help you go directly to the Q's and the A's that we used to have. So what you're going to do, and just so you know, I do want to point out, just while we're here, while we're talking about it, I have been using a tool called IPX to help break down and tell me if a product that I'm going to buy is worth reviewing. It says brand does not allow videos. It's got 4,000 reviews on it. being purchased throughout January. Pretty good reviews, other than a few. Brand does not allow videos. Most people, if you are shopping for a product to do a review on, most people would go, oh, they don't allow videos, move on. Don't trust the tools. I've said this in previous videos. Don't trust the tools, because maybe it's only looking at the top carousel because they do not have a top carousel. But you guys, you saw it. You saw both of them. Do Gamoka pods. These are my reviews, you guys. These are mine. 2 of them. And I'm up there with a WTI, arguably one of the biggest review accounts in Amazon influencers. But I got 2 of them up there. I'm trying to get this whole thing. I'm going to literally review each flavor. So this is my first one. I use the Lungo flavor as the example in a taste test. But I literally put the questions in the title. Do Gamoka pods work in the Nespresso? And is it good coffee? And then in the review, I address those things. And I think at least for the package that I got, I dispelled all of the negative reviews. So when people go there and they see I had just a fine experience, they're more likely going to purchase based on what the information is that I provided. And then Gamoka Velutato, is this a good flavor? What? So if you can get into the minds of your potential buyers and put the questions they're thinking right in front of them in the title and maybe even on the thumbnail, little quick tip, might get you a few more conversions, because I'm converting pretty darn well. Just going to say that. Anyhow, I'm going to bunny trail all over the place if we don't get up here. Okay, so if we come up here, and I'm just going to type in right here. Okay, look at this link. Amazon.com/ask/questions/ASIN/the ASIN of the product you're trying to find the questions on. And look at this, you guys. You get brought in. So it just has a link saved because I did a review on these Oho smart glasses. I needed a new pair of sunglasses. I saw these ones in the movers and shakers. Saw that they had room for reviews and kind of cool tech. So I picked up a pair. But when I did the review, I needed to know what people were asking. Where can I get red lenses for this model? Irrelevant question. But what's cool about this page when you use this link is that people can upvote. So hopefully, if it's a product that people have actually asked questions on and have gone to it many times, hopefully they're upvoting. I think the upvoting might struggle a little bit now that they've hidden the questions. But by using this link, you can come in here. I don't speak that language, so I can't help there. Can people around you hear the sound? Well, obviously in my review, I say, yeah, it's not in your ears. Like, you can hear the music. Do these glasses interrupt music from the phone if you get a call? How do you use the Smart Assistant? Is there an available warranty that comes with it? Guys, everything you need to talk about in your review is on this page. So, if you don't take anything away from this video, that link right there can absolutely, completely, unequivocally, 100%ly enhance your product reviews and start converting more and more sales for you. So now, once you have all the content, you've filmed the video, you've answered all of the questions, you're now ready to edit your video. And if you are looking for help in how to quickly and efficiently edit, check out this video I did. I literally show you how I edited my Gamoka pod review with one hand. This hand, my mouse hand, one-handed. Check out the video. Go learn how to be more efficient in your reviews, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure if you got value, you like and subscribe. See you guys.